Crypto Fiends, average crypto investor, aka Never Enough Fiat, here to talk about the Helium project and my experience with it over the past 16 months. Nothing said in this video is financial advice, and I encourage you all to do your own research before jumping into any project. First, let me take you back to the spring of 2020. It was early in the pandemic with lots of uncertainty floating around. The job I was working at the time was having us work in bi-weekly shifts to minimize impact to the business in case someone became sick. This gave me a lot of free time, in addition to worrying about what was going to happen with my job and the world as a whole. I began looking into different ways that I could make some passive income for minimal upfront investment. You see, I've been investing in stocks and trading options for a few years and had dabbled in crypto while I was in college. I was part of the Silk Road generation of introductions to crypto, but never really took the time to take it seriously. Starting in late 2018 and early 2019, I began setting aside some money into Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum respectively, just because they were the names I had heard of before. It wasn't until early 2020 that I really took to learning the use case behind the different projects and blockchains and trying to understand exactly how everything worked together. This is when I started to learn about different things like smart contracts and decentralized applications. It was like I was a little kid discovering Disney for the first time. I couldn't get enough of the information and really dived headfirst into learning everything that I could. Somewhere along the way, I think it was April, I heard about Helium. I don't remember the exact branding was at the time, but I knew they were summarizing it as a decentralized internet or the People's Network. This really caught my eye, as I remember during the Occupy movement on Wall Street, they were setting up a WAN to try and get around some of the internet and 3G blockers that were going on. Same thing was happening during the protests in Hong Kong, Arabic Spring, and the Ukrainian Revolution. The idea of a worldwide decentralized internet that wasn't capable of being controlled by an authoritarian government was something that I wanted to be a part of. So what exactly is Helium and how does it even work? Helium is a low-cost peer-to-peer wireless network providing the infrastructure for the Internet of Things. The protocol consists of a few different things. The first are Helium hotspots, which are long-range, wide-area network wireless routers that serve as the gateway to the Internet on the Helium blockchain. Next is the blockchain itself, which uses proof of coverage through radio waves to determine coverage and consensus. The third part is actual user base, which can use data credits to send and receive data through the People's Network. Speaking of data credits, let's talk about the reward structure. Helium works as a two-part currency system. It is HNT, the Helium token, as well as data credits. Helium is rewarding the hotspot owners with HNT for providing wireless coverage and verifying the Helium network. Hotspot rewards are classified in 6 ways: proof of coverage challenger, proof of coverage challengees, witnesses, consensus group, security, and network data transfer. Currently, Helium is targeting an increase of 2.5 million HNT per month. This consists of 2 separate variables, block times and epoch sizes. Currently, the target block time is 60 seconds, while each epoch consists of 30 blocks. That means each epoch will contain roughly 1,736 HNT. Once we have the contents of each epoch, we can look at the breakdown of rewards being distributed to the 6 reward pools. For proof of coverage challengers, they will be receiving 0.90% of the rewards, or 15.625 HNT. For proof of coverage challengees, they receive 5.02% of the rewards, or 87.15 HNT. For witnesses, they receive 20.08% of the rewards, or 348.61 HNT. The consensus group receives 6%, or 104.17 HNT. Security tokens receive 33%, or 572.92 HNT. And network data transfers receive up to 35%, or up to 607.64 HNT. As you can see, the biggest potential category is network data transfers, then security tokens, then witnesses. Security tokens are the investor and employee tokens that ensure they are getting paid from the expansion of the business and the blockchain. Network data transfer is a growing category that really depends on where you are located and the applications being used in your area. Lastly are the witnesses, which is based on proximity to other hotspots and creating a mesh of coverage. Now you may be saying to yourself, this all sounds well and good, but is it truly worth it to run a hotspot? Well, let's break down some numbers of how much money I actually made from having a hotspot in my home. First, a few caveats. I'm by no means an expert on setting up the hotspot. Haven't done anything with the antenna, and I'm still using the first generation Helium hotspot. I live in the suburbs of New Jersey, roughly 60 miles to a major city and 20 miles to a town with over 100,000 people living there. I'm also relatively close to the ocean, which knocks off one direction of travel for my antenna as well. Originally, I bought my hotspot on May 30th, 2020 for $350 plus tax. I sent my order in and was eagerly awaiting a shipping confirmation. 2 full months go by and I received my hotspot on August 16, 2020, and I had it up and running by the 17th. The whole setup process was relatively straightforward, and it was plug in the plower, get connected to your Wi-Fi, download the app to sync it up. It even came with enough data credits to verify your hotspot so you didn't have to worry about finding an exchange to buy AT&T. A few days later, I got my shipping confirmation on the 24th that my hotspot has been shipped out, which I thought was kind of humorous and was kind of hoping a second one would be delivered, creating instant return on investment, but alas, none came and my hotspot was off earning helium for me. The app would send me push notifications once a week to let me know how much I'd earned each week. The rewards seemed to be trickling in, but I silenced the notification, figured I would check in a few months and see how I was doing. The next time I checked was probably in October. I'd made a total of $7.11 in August and $24.17 in September. Nothing to write home about, but Helium was only trading for a few dollars, and it was early in the project. Rewards continued around these rates for the next few months. $10.28 in October, $11.55 in November, $50.53 in December, and $21.34 in January. I was just letting the rewards pile up in my account because I figured the price appreciation would probably happen later on. That was up until the next few months, which, to be honest, took me by surprise. In February, my rewards really started piling up, especially after I had a few transactions for 13 AT&T each. I made $643.88 in February and $147.30 in March. I figured now that I had made back my initial investment for the hotspot, I should probably take some profits. I ended up selling 221.57 AT&T for $8.50 on Binance, pocketing a total of $1,884.10. That was a 538% return on investment in 7 months, or 922.29% return annualized. Fortunately, my hotspot kept on earning well for the next 2 months, netting me $494.26 in April and $694.49 in May, my highest month ever. After that, my rewards dropped off to this day. $25.34 in June, $19.42 in July, $26.70 in August, $11.74 in September, $16.80 in October, $29.63 in November, and $19.62 in December. In total, since my hotspot came online on August 17, 2020, I've made a total of $305.78 AT&T, or $2,070.38 if I'd sold at the time my rewards were received. Because I was selling in batches when I needed to move some crypto around, I've made a total of $3,651.13. Given that the hotspot only cost me about $350 to buy, I've returned 10 times my initial investment in 16 months. If I were to have held on to my AT&T until the recent all-time high that happened on November 12th of $54.88 and sold it then, I would have made a total of $16,781.44. Also, if you would like to be notified when I break a 5-figure return on my Helium hotspot, don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button below. I personally don't regret my decision to sell off the bulk of my AT&T early to get my initial return on investment out, but I always like to take a look and see what would happen if I had just held on. Plus, hopefully we'll get there over the next year. So, what's in store for Helium and AT&T for the future? Should you try and get a hotspot for yourself? I think all of these really depend on a few variables. It seems like most of the US-based cities have a pretty solid coverage currently. When you add a hotspot to an area that is already covered, it'll have an impact on your rewards. Also, you need to be able to get your hotspot discovered by having your antenna high enough and without blockages. It also requires reliable internet and electricity. The hotspots today use about 50 gigabytes worth of data per month and require 3.6 kilowatt hours, which is really nothing per month. It works out for me to be about 15 to 20 cents. As for the future of the product, Helium continues to partner with new Internet of Things providers, in addition to recently reaching an agreement with Dish Network to leverage the People's Network through Citizen Band radio service to get more customers connected. They've also partnered with the likes of Cisco and Volvo, utilizing the People's Network for roaming options. GigSky has created their own phone plan entirely based on Helium's People's Network as well. I think the Helium team has proven that they're capable of landing some huge brand partnerships and are quickly becoming one of the cornerstone companies in the Internet of Things. As far as price predictions for HNT goes, it does have a max supply of 223 million, with halvings happening every 2 years. The latest was on August 1st, 2021. This gives HNT a current market cap of just shy of 4 billion and a fully diluted market cap of 8.5 billion at current price levels. Forbes reports that the Internet of Things is going to be an $11 trillion industry by 2025. I think that alone leaves significant upside potential for Helium to still grow maybe 5 to 10x over the coming years. Another interesting thing that Helium has recently come out with are validator nodes. These nodes require 10,000 HNT to participate, as well as running the validator software on suitable hardware with sufficient uptime. There are node-as-a-service companies that have launched that allow users to pool their HNT to open up additional nodes. Currently, these validators are splitting the consensus reward pool, so roughly 104 HNT per epoch. There are also new Helium liquidity pools that have opened up if you are interested in liquidity farming, but I haven't participated in either, so I can't really comment on the results of the validator nodes or the liquidity pools. So, do you guys hold any Helium hotspots? Are you interested in the Internet of Things? Let me know about any projects you're excited about or want me to cover in the comments below. If you would like more content like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with the bell icon so you can be alerted when my next video comes out. That's all for now, and thank you guys for watching.